So today I'm going to talk about closing instead of selling. You see, most people don't know how to communicate. Fewer people know how to sell. Almost no one knows how to close, right? As the king of closing, I'm going to teach you not just how to close in person, in print, online, or offline. The difference between closing and selling. A lot of salespeople or professionals or business people, they do a lot of selling, right? They just think of it as like more pushing. You're pushing someone to buy your product, you're pushing your features and benefits, and you're trying to get them to take an action, sign here or click here to buy something. It's always a force, right? It's a brute force. That's not what you want. What you want is you want to close. Close is much more, in a dating metaphor, it's more like a seduction. You're pulling people in. You are making them aware of the solutions. You're making them aware of the logical step. You're making them aware of what's the cost of inaction. What if they don't do something? So then by the end of your persuasion process, your sales presentation, or your sales call, they would feel, oh wow, it is the only logical step that for them to move forward and buy your product and service. So you're not just pushing, you're not just walking them through a demo and you're showing the different things, but at the end, if you don't know how to close, if you don't know how to ask for that sale, and not ask for it like begging for it, but asking strategically with finesse, that they will want to give you the sale, they will want to give you the deal, they will want to sign the agreement. If you don't know how to close, you're not going to make money. You could do everything right, up to the 90%. But at the end, if they don't feel good, they don't feel comfortable about pulling the trigger, you're not going to get that sale. Closing is a science and it is an art. And that's what people don't get, right? That they do selling, they don't know how to close. Versus if done properly, the closing actually starts the second that you open your mouth. In some cases, even before that. I'll give you a perfect example. I want to make this concrete for you. So a lot of people, they wait till the very end to talk about price, because they will show the features, they will show the benefits, they'll talk about the offer, talk about the guarantee, and at the end, oh, by the way, here's how much this is going to cost. And then the prospect would freak like, oh, well, that's not within my budget, or I don't have that much money, or what should I do? Like, I can't do this. Or let me think about it. I'll get back to you. Then all the objections come up. Instead, the way I teach all my students is to talk about money up front. You qualify them somewhere in the beginning or somewhere in the middle. You don't wait till the very end. Then you find out they're actually not qualified to buy. Then why we go through all this hassle? In the very, very beginning, you would ask them qualifying questions such as, hey, Mr. Prospect, let's pretend my solution could solve your problem. I could do A, B, C, D for you. You know, do you have a budget set aside to pay me or someone else to solve this problem for you, right? Could you share that with me in round numbers? Roughly, how much are we working with? What are you comfortable investing? What are you comfortable putting down? You're asking those type of questions. And they would say, oh, I've got X, I've got Y. Okay, let's go from there. You would focus on the money first, right? You talk about money. You're not afraid to talk about money. So at the end, then the objection doesn't come up, right? You don't need to now try to fight at the very last minute, try to handle the objection. Forget it. You've already done that in the beginning, because then when they at the end say, I want to think about it, all that, you know it's not money, it's something else, because you've already preempted the money objection up front, right? So that's part of closing. Selling, you just talk, and you hope that they buy. Closing, it's you're asking very strategic questions, you're guiding them through the sales process, and at the end, they will buy. So close, don't sell.